It's so soft. Hi there, my fellow night owls. I hope you're doing okay. I thought I would do more of a rambly and laid-back video today. As you can see, I have a new toy. I've been wanting to buy this for a long time now. Oh look, it's losing its hairs now. It's the road dead cat. But it's not really a dead cat, fortunately. Otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. It's synthetic felt. So no animal had to die for this. But I only have one for now. I don't have two. Sadly. So we're trying out this fuzzy mic cover on your left ear. And I'm just gonna play around with it a little bit. Sorry if your left ear gets a little tired of it. I can try doing something similar over here. I think that's pretty cool too. It doesn't sound as soft as this side. And fluffy. But it's very bassy and rumbling. I hope you had a great week. I've got a lot of things that are changing at the moment, and it's kind of scary, but it's also very exciting because, I could mope around and be sad about the things that are happening. But I could also see this as an opportunity for evolving, changing in a good way, because you can't be static all your life. I think there is such a thing as too comfortable. You have to feel at least a little uncomfortable sometimes if you want to evolve, become a better person. And I've been too comfortable these past few years. Sometimes things happen, even though you don't want them to happen. Your first reaction would probably be to feel scared, to be afraid of the change. But then, in the long run, it could turn out to be a blessing. It also depends on how your mental state is in that moment. Because not everyone can unforeseen circumstance. I know this is very vague, but I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, you can put a positive spin on anything, and you can train yourself to look at the world that way. It's a thing you have to practice. Not everyone can do it just from the get-go. You can just dismiss other people and say, yeah, they're just like that, I'm not like that. And just, dismiss yourself, basically, your own abilities. Underestimate yourself, even. But you can practice to spin everything into a positive thing. Or at least some things. Some things are often enough. You don't have to be a ray of sunshine all the time. So I know that some people find that very tiring and unnatural and ingenuine, if that's even a word, but you know what I mean. And I guess you just have to find your middle ground and just do what feels good. But that's not always an accurate measure of reality. I guess things just aren't simple. Not even that. Man, this is so philosophical. I'm probably being so annoying right now. See, now I'm being negative. But I've had a lot of time to think lately, so that's why I'm being so philosophical. I haven't had this much time alone in a long time. I mean, I'm kind of I'm someone who likes to spend time alone, but I also enjoy good company. I think that you are kind of the sum of people who you spend most of your time with. So, it's a good thing to find people that you admire and spend as much time as you can with them. Even today in the internet age, you can still do that, even if you spend a lot of time with people virtually. That can be a positive thing too. Even though it's different, of course. I mean, it's not the same as meeting those people and physically spending time with them and talking to them face to face. That will never be the same. But it's something. It's better than nothing. So, if most of your friends are internet friends, there's no need to be ashamed about that or to think that it's not enough. I would like more internet friends. I've never really had, genuinely close internet friends, if you could even call it that. I mean, it's probably possible. I've just never really experienced it. MMORPG called Fly for Fun. I was obsessed with it when I was like 12 or something. And yeah, I met this one dude on that game. I was walking around in the starting area and I had no idea what to do, and he didn't either, so we kind of helped each other. We're joking about how this game isn't very noob friendly, and that's how I kind of got into this little virtual friendship, but we never really, I don't know, talked privately, just in the game from time to time, so I don't know if you could call it that, a virtual friendship, but it's the closest thing I had. Another thing that's been kind of on my mind lately, that's got nothing to do with what we just talked about, but whatever. I've always been someone who was kind of above being superficial and, thinking that the mind and the things you say are way more important than the way you look, the way you, the clothes you put on, and whatever. And I guess I've been kind of a dick to some people, I think, for caring a lot about their beauty, their superficial looks, makeup, and whatever, even though I definitely also cared about it. I mean, who likes to be called ugly? No one likes that. It hits you right in the middle of your heart when someone tells you you're not good looking. It's definitely happened before when I was a teenager. I mean, I think we were all ugly teenagers. Don't say anything. I know what you think. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. But seriously. What I'm trying to say is, I watched this video called Beauty by ContraPoints. I don't know if you've heard of her, ContraPoints. She's a transgender woman with a huge and successful YouTube channel. In the video she talks about how people who have plastic surgery are always looked down upon by a lot of people, and they're always told, or they get asked the question of why. People ask them why they would spend so much time and so much energy and so much money into changing how they look. And I've definitely thought this before as well, but I must say that the video completely changed my opinion, because it's actually kind of dumb and deliberately blind to say that looks don't matter, especially to women, because women are belittled if they care too much, and they're insulted if they don't fulfill a certain beauty standard. So how are you supposed to live in this kind of, society as a woman? And, the men who say they don't care about looks and that looks are not important are the ones that care the most. Because they're probably not happy with how they look themselves, so they tell themselves that it's not important. And I don't mean to, put anyone down with this, because it's actually more against myself than against anyone else. Of course, I've always cared about looks, about how others look, about how I look, because beauty is power. If you look beautiful, you can get a better job. People assume that you're a good person. In social situations, you'll always have the benefit of the doubt. So you can really move a lot and influence a lot of people if you're beautiful and if you look good. So what I'm trying to say is, I guess it's an apology for belittling men and women, especially women, for caring too much about how they look, about makeup and stuff. I mean, I do admire people who are good with makeup. I definitely respect that. I've not always, but I've definitely respected it lately, in the past few years, for sure. Because I think it's really an art form, and a lot of effort and creativity and skill goes into getting a good makeup look. But not just that. I mean, most women spend a lot of money on clothes and shoes and, well, makeup and stuff. So I always kind of thought it was unnecessary. The amount of money that some women spend on it. But who am I to talk? How the fuck should I know how it feels to be in that position? I'm a cis white male. So, I've never had that pressure on me to look good. I don't know what it feels like, so I really can't judge. I should be quiet and instead be supportive and tell them, well, not tell them anything. Who gives a fuck what I think? What I'm trying to say is, you do you. If you feel comfortable with makeup, with a full face of makeup, everything that you could possibly put on your face, and if you feel anxious and uncomfortable without it, it's totally fine, and don't worry about it. Just rock it. Be beautiful. Be beautiful, and even if you don't look beautiful, and you're trying your best, it's good enough, okay? Not everyone can look absolutely perfect all the time. I'm pretty sure that even the most beautiful people in the world have ugly days, so I don't know, man. I'm kind of rambling. Don't take me too seriously. I'm just letting my thoughts roam free. Roam freely, right? You'll have to excuse me because English is not my native tongue. But you've probably so no need to tell you. Oh my god, I hate my floors so much, you have no idea. I'm probably going to move soon, so I'm probably not gonna have this problem anymore soon. Very soon, very soon, very soon. I'm gonna have a more beautiful room because I'll have full control over how it looks. This room the room that I'm in right now, I kind of left it pretty much the way that I found it, at least the walls, and yeah, just the walls, mainly the walls. I didn't really care about the furniture either. So, it kind of looks, I don't know, you know those memes, where those memes that say, men really, how does it, what's it say? I'm not sure about the exact words. Something like, men really live like this and see no problem. I feel attacked by those a little bit, I must say, because I didn't put enough effort into this room, and now I'm trying to live more beautifully, because if you live beautifully, then your mind becomes more beautiful as well. That's what I think. That's what I believe. If your surroundings are beautiful and you feel comfortable and you feel like you've put your heart and soul and your creativity into your place where you spend a lot of time, then you can flourish and you can feel more at ease with yourself. It's just a small thing, but it adds up over time. So, yeah. By the way, about my intro, right? I've been thinking about it because I've been saying this thing. I'm saying something like, "Hi there, fellow night owls." You know, you've heard it a few times by now because I don't know, it kind of came to me and it felt comfortable, so I went with it. But tell me honestly, is there another ASMR artist out there who uses a similar intro? I mean, not similar, there's probably something similar, but I mean like almost identical. Is there an ASMR artist out there whose intro is almost identical? Because I know about Zeitgeist's intro. It's something like Sweet Insomniacs and Tingle Lovers, right? That's kind of similar, and I think it's kind of inspired by that. But if you know about an ASMR artist who's kind of well known or something, I mean, I didn't copy it deliberately from anyone, but if there is someone out there who regularly uploads and has the same intro, I'd like to know, because that would be embarrassing. Otherwise, I'll just go with it. Anyway, I think I've run out of things to say. I had a few things that I had a few ideas of what I wanted to say, but I'm blanking right now, so maybe I'll just say it another time. Yeah, I can't incorporate anything else into this video now. You know, when you just speak without a plan, you never know where it's going to take you. So sometimes it just doesn't fit anymore. Anyway, I hope you could relax to this. I'm always going to this one because it sounds so good, you know. It's the consonants, the K's and T's and P's, they sound so nice and bassy and pleasant. And over here it doesn't because the wind kind of destroys and clips the audio. So that's why I need another one of these. I hope I can have another one until next week or so. Until then, I'm just gonna have to massage your left ear more than your right ear. Or I could just, flip the audio from time to time to make it a little more even and pleasant. So your right ear doesn't feel left out. Get it left out. I'll shut up. So, I hope, this little video, oh my god, I totally just copied the cadence of Goodnight Moon right there. I hope that I just watched a video of her before filming this, so that could have something to do with it. Yeah, whatever. Please have a good night. I hope you find some peace, quiet, and some good sleep. And have a comfortable sleep, comfortable night, and sleep well. And I've probably said the same few words in a different order about 3 times now. That's okay though. They're good words. They're beautiful words. Not really. Whatever. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'll cut that off. Anyway, please have a good night and see you soon. I think the next video is going to be. The next video is going to be a fun little memory lane video. That's what I'm going to call it. Going down memory lane. You'll see the title next time. So, see you soon.